and welcome to the status chat for Friday, May the 21st, 2021. I am Dale Delbridge, Benchmark Realty, Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and of course I have this week's numbers to compare to last. Now, before we go into this too terribly much, I just want to point out a couple of things. We have a lot of conversations going on about interest rates. Interest rates will inevitably rise up. There are some people that think the world will snap off of its axis if we get above 3 or 4%, depending on what loan time that you're going to go with. Now, I actually had a loan or two back during the Jimmy Carter era that was in the teens % on interest. That was not good times. I have seen it worse. As we tick up, it's not going to be the end of all things. It can cost you a little bit of money, but so can reacting too soon or reacting too late. We have to use our brain on it. Never, ever, ever panic, because haste makes waste and panic just makes bad decisions. We may have maybe suboptimal conditions, but the worst thing you can do is panic and make it a lot worse. So, we're still robust, we're still selling, we still got people coming in, we still have about a month or so inventory in Rutherford County, which is very, very short. I'd like to see it from both sides of the equation to be around 3 months worth of supply. I think it works out better for both people. Neither seller or buyer is boss. I think it becomes extra hard on the people involved in it, of which a realtor is one. So it just makes a lot of work when it's booming, and it makes a lot of work when it's busting. So it's the nature of what we do. So when you're ready to buy a home, you need to call Dale to Sell. I have the numbers. But we got to hit this little commercial to keep the Tennessee Real Estate Commission happy in any form of advertising that you have all your contact information.
Hello, I'm Dale Delbridge of Benchmark Realty, Murfreesboro, Tennessee. If you are currently unrepresented and would like to know how to compare up to 3 properties side by side and room by room, then go over to my new YouTube channel, Call Dale to Sell. That's one L and Dale, no spaces. Watch the demo on Real Scout, and then call me and we'll set up your exclusive ad-free account today.
Now that we made the government happy, let's look at these numbers. Now, they're just short here, pretty good, pretty direct, pretty simple, pretty same as it was last week. There's not a big thing to go. And again, I expect if the mortgage rates go up, they will, because we've printed, I'm told, about 20% of the money supply since this election, and they want $6 trillion more. That's not going to help, but maybe they won't get that either. And that's some room for some positivity. We don't know the future. We just have to make our best guess and never look back once we do that. So the numbers are fairly solid. They haven't changed a lot. They're not dramatic. Their interest rates ticked up a little bit. I would expect the longer term commitments to go up sooner, simply because they're longer term, and in case inflation comes, they sold cheaper, they'll hurt the most, so they'll tick the long terms up sooner. At 15 or 20, not as much. I think the people who can afford a 15 or 20 year mortgage probably are a little better financial shape, probably a little better goings on, and it is not as long a commitment. So I don't expect the shorter terms to tick up as quickly as I would the longer terms. Now, so much for that. Let's get these numbers. Now, last week we had 37 opportunities in the Real Scout system. 4983 were in the under contract, still showing, still marketing, still holding on, and we had a ratio of 62%. This week we had something remarkably similar. Nothing's changing real fast. 80-20 in the opportunities. It is slightly down over the previous period, but not significant. 49-75 in the under contract, still showing. It was down also just a tiny bit, but in such a way that the ratio between them did not change at 62%. So things might change. You need to be ready. Get locked and loaded and ready to go. Sit on ready and rock on go till we get ready for you. But just keep your eye on the ball, keep your eye on the rates, and see how things go. Watch the news, try to remain positive, and we'll get you in that home of your dreams.